These two guys sold cereal for $40 to millions of people. Nobody thought it would work. Here's how they did it. So the cereal aisle in 2019 was basically dead. There was General Mills, Kellogg's, and Post, and they'd been running the show for decades with the same mascots and the same high sugar cereal. But people were quietly starting to walk away. See, sales were dropping and this category was soon to be dead. But these two guys see an opportunity that everyone else misses. See, adults weren't necessarily done with cereal. What they were done with was making unhealthy choices. The nostalgia was still there. You still crave that feeling of having Fruit Loops Saturday morning while you watch your cartoons. People just couldn't justify making an unhealthy choice anymore. So what do these guys do? They build this product. 12 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and flavors directly tied to your childhood. And then they added a design that didn't look like a healthy choice. It looked like a fun choice that just happened to fit your macros. But then they did something that made absolutely no sense. They priced it at $39 and sold it only online. I mean, the industry laughed at them and called it a gimmick. Even customers thought this brand would quietly disappear within a year. And for a second, it genuinely looked like they were right. But here's what everyone missed. They never really sold cereal. They sold a protein supplement that happened to taste like cereal. And that one reframe changed everything for them. Because by staying online and refusing to sell single boxes, they ended the comparison between them and Cheerios before it could even happen. So instead of sitting next to a $4 box, they were sitting next to a $40 tub of whey protein in someone's browser. Because suddenly, $39 wasn't competing with cereal anymore. It was competing with protein powder. But then they went straight to where the customer was. They ran podcast reads with Tim Ferriss and Joe Rogan. They used micro-influencers in the parenting and fitness communities because the idea was simple. Tap into the health-conscious millennial and remind them how fun it was to eat cereal Saturday mornings while they watched cartoons. And no, it still fits your macros. See, at the end of the day, Magic Spoon didn't win because they sold cereal in a cereal aisle. They won because they looked at the cereal aisle and said, we're not competing here.